Hello everyone, it's me, Nancy Finch, doing another Nancy Finch talk. Well, it's Nan Talks, and everyone knows that Nan can talk. I hope you're all well. I hope you had a good week since the last time I saw you on here. It's windy and blustery, and it's cold, and it's kind of nice, you know. I've got the woods out the back here as well. So I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're all staying safe and happy. So this talk today is all about soulmate connection, which is a really nice idea. As soon as I say it, people go, oh, that sounds yummy. What it is, it's about connecting ourselves with support and love and comfort that we're craving. And sometimes, especially as it approaches Christmas, people are kind of, if you've got somebody, it's lovely to be with them, or sometimes it is, but you want more from them maybe, or you want more love or something, you want attention. And if you haven't got anyone in your life and you come to a holiday season, it kind of amplifies it, or it squeezes that sort of feeling out from inside us that's been laying dormant. And I did a talk on orange juice actually, which was really good, a couple of weeks back, and that is it was number 41. And that was on the 13th of the 11th. So if you want to look at that, orange juice, it squeezes feelings out of us. That explains it a bit more. So it is really about how we feel and what we need. And as people, we're supposed to be in a tribe of people. We're supposed to be together and looking after each other. We're supposed to have that. It's great to be independent, and all of us have had those moments, and I certainly have. But it's a time when you think, okay, that's good. I've done that bit. Now, where's the balance? Okay, I need to have support or comfort from outside of me as well. I mean, I've done a talk called Be Your Own Cake, number 19, that goes beautifully with this, because it shows you how you can be the source of your own happiness, which is a good start. Because by the law of attraction, if you give yourself something, you're more likely to attract that thing, whatever you're doing. So if you love you, you're more likely to attract more love. And there's another talk I've done, The One I Love Is, which goes nicely again, number 16, is actually listing what you want in a person. And so that can happen if you have somebody in your life already. You could list all the things they do right and everything that makes you happy. And then you could list things that perhaps you'd like more of. And so you could have those things, The One I Love Is. And it's kind of like a wish list as well as an affirmation of what you've got already, if you were lucky enough to have someone that fills most of those needs of yours. But if you haven't, The One I Love is a hopeful thing to give to yourself, because you're giving yourself a focus point. What you want. I want that. I want that. This is what the qualities I want in that person should be. The One I Love Is. How it's going to blend with myself, and you deserve that. So those two go really nicely with today's soulmate connection. So you've got, as I say, number 16, The One I Love, and number 19, Be Your Own Cake. Really good. So okay, you want to feel comfort and love and support. Most people I know watching this will say, oh yeah, how do I get that? Well, I found if you've been following any of the stuff I do, you'll know I work by the law of attraction as well, and that's a very powerful thing. What you think about, you bring about. Thoughts become things, okay? And so when I made this up years ago, it was because I wanted to feel that void that was in my heart chakra. I wanted that to feel less empty, or to feel less craving for comfort, if you like, because it's like a food, really. Love is like a food, and you want that food, and you're hungry without it. That's why Be Your Own Cake is so interesting, because you become your own source of happiness, so you're not that hungry, but you can still use this exercise alongside it. So you need that food. You need that to be feeding you and keeping your heart chakra open. This particular exercise is really good for that area. It's really good. It's good for the heart area, that's your immune system up here, and it's good for this one, your orange area, which is about relationships and trusting them and having a comfortable feeling about being yourself inside them, really. So it's good for your hormones, it's good for your heart, okay? It's good for your soul. So it's soulmate connection, okay? Very good for a person to do. And it doesn't really take much effort. It's going to be really easy to do. You can do this at night, you can do it in the morning, you can do it throughout the day, and nobody will know you're doing it. It's a thing you can do for yourself that's going to fill your heart with comfort, and you deserve that. The warmth of that is good. And as I say, you don't really know, your subconscious doesn't know that that's a kind of a false thing that you're doing. Your consciousness is creating this with an action, but your subconscious is going to believe every single bit that you're putting in. So when you're saying, I feel this, I feel that, in imagination, your subconscious believes you, and voila, it opens up that one and that one, which is what you need. Give you more energy as well, by the way, that one. It makes you well, keeps you well, helps to keep you well, or gets you better if you've been ill. So your immune system is very important, especially this time of year, and you need to kind of be aware of that. You might be running yourself into the ground. So this exercise will certainly boost your chakra energy in the green, the orange, and the indigo, this area here. It helps because it's a soulmate connection is also about spirit and how we connect to another spirit, isn't it? So I'm going to do this with you, and what I want you to do, if you're watching this on YouTube and you like it, please like the button, push the like button, subscribe and share, because I'm trying to get it out there, okay? And if you want to look at those talks I mentioned earlier, is www.nancyfinch.co.uk. So now I've said that bit, we can get on with the exercise, can't we? So, okay, your dominant hand. I've got my dominant hand, my right hand. This represents me, okay? So your dominant hand represents you, okay? So you take that dominant hand, and the other hand represents your soulmate, the soulmate connection that you're craving and love and you want, okay? Now, you don't have to actually know who the soulmate is. You don't have to. It's the idea of feeling as if you have it. It's going to be good for you, good for your body, good for your mind, and good for the law of attraction. So I know many of my clients have done this, and they've come back to me with, I've met him, I've met her, this has all worked out, this is great, and I've got this soulmate connection I've been craving all my life. But if you've been craving and wanting something quite often without realizing it, we can push it away from us, or we don't expect we deserve it, or feelings of that nature. So it's really good if you can just do this exercise for its sake, for its own sake, which will be physical, emotional, mental, and by the law of attraction, which is great. So, right hand is my dominant hand, whichever one of yours, put it here. In here, there's a little tiny chakra. Okay, we've got 7 main chakras I talk about. All the way. They're like little houses of energy, little mobile phone batteries, if you like, for your body. But in your hands, you have a little tiny chakra. Okay, it's like a little heartbeat almost, where energy can move through. And both hands, of course, and feet. But we're going to do this with our hands. So here's my hand, here's my soulmate's hand, and I'm going to bring them together, okay? I'm going to draw my soulmate to me. Now, if you're in a relationship and you want that relationship to be better or closer or warmer, then this works as well, okay? If you're not in a relationship, then somewhere out in the universe, this wonderful person is feeling your vibe and coming towards you. It's going to be in your consciousness. You're going to attract it. You haven't got to worry about that. Just do the exercise and you'll feel better, and wait and see what happens, okay? Right, here's me, or you, and there's a soulmate, okay? So what you have to do is use breath. Take a nice deep breath. And as you breathe out, here you are, as you breathe out, you're going to bring your hands together very slowly. Bring these 2 souls together, yours and the person you want to be with. Don't touch. Get really close. Really close. Feel the energy between your hands. Feel the love between these 2 souls. Okay? Here we go. Imagine that love is building and building, getting so beautiful. And now what I want you to do is open your fingers and place your hands together like that. Okay? So what you're doing is you're becoming one. The 2 little heartbeats are together. Okay? Your fingers are wrapped up like a beautiful hug that you deserve. Now, in the center of your hands, you may feel it get warm. It's like 2 little heartbeats that are getting stronger and stronger, more in unison with each other. And you can feel the love between you and your soulmate. So beautiful. Now I want you to take a deep breath and breathe in that love. Breathe in the comfort. Take it into your heart. Don't separate your hands. Keep them right there. Very important. Look how nicely they fit together. Breathe in the love. It feels as if they are so united, they are one. Your hands will feel like one hand. And you're breathing in that love and comfort and support. And as you're experiencing that, you're changing your hormone level, you're changing how you feel, you're relaxing your central nervous system, you're feeling satisfied, you're releasing hormones because you're feeling love, serotonin, oxytocin, because you're feeling good, and you're imagining that you're holding this person, and that person's holding you. Lovely. Now you can do this, and you can do it without anyone knowing either. I mean, who's going to know if you're holding your hands like this? When you need a hug in the day, no one's going to know. If you feel like you're conscious about it, at least you're supporting yourself with an imaginary soulmate hug, as if that soulmate was sat beside you, holding your hand. Releasing hormones for you, making yourself feel good, hopeful, satisfied, warm, cozy. That's what you need. So when you're doing this, it changes you on the inside. It also changes what you attract. So you're more likely to attract someone to give you that feeling. So how can you use it? You can use it in the morning. You reach over, perhaps if you sleep alone and you feel as if you didn't want to, you want someone in your life. You could then imagine you've got your soulmate there. As if, good morning, that feeling of support. And you can do this at night when you're lonely, or when you're feeling like something's missing, or you really need that hug. Do it at night before you go to bed. And just hold. You can fall asleep like this, it's quite nice. So you have that beautiful feeling of connection, and there's two little hearts emerged. If you do it for more than 17 seconds, it locks into the law of attraction. And there is a story behind that. So if you want to know more about that, just come back to me and talk to me about that. You can always get me on my website or my email address, nancyfinch@hotmail.co.uk. Okay, so that's if you want to. If not, you can just enjoy this exercise. It's part of the book I'm writing, The Choice is Mine, and it's a very powerful thing to connect in theory with your mind and intention and energy and spirit to someone you really long to be with. We are okay on our own, of course we are, but how much nicer is it to have icing on your cake? When you are your own cake, when you're the own source of your happiness. Great, lovely. Well, what's wrong with a bit of icing? The soulmate is a really nice spiritual icing on your cake. And that's what I want for you. So have a little go at that. Really good. Don't forget to take a deep breath. Take yourself together slowly. The intention, not quite touching, open and hold. And people that have done this, they really like the feeling and they don't want to undo their hands. But you can do this as many times as you want, in the day, at night, in the morning. There might be certain times, like holidays, that you need to do it more, or when you've had some grief or some worry or some situation in the family and you need that support, or you're missing somebody. You just bring the hands together and support yourself. It's very easy to do. It's so nice. So I hope you've managed to do this. If you're, as I say, if you're in a relationship, it can make the relationship better because you're feeling already satisfied. It takes the pressure off the other person. And also, by the law of attraction, they're more likely to give you what you've just experienced in your mind. Okay? So you do that. And also, as I say, by the law of attraction, you're going to attract somebody into your life if you haven't got somebody. Okay? If you feel the time is right. And for those people who have said to me, oh, well, actually, I don't want anybody, but I like the idea of support. Well, you could do that with yourself in a way that you sort of think, okay, this is my connection with my higher self. That's also a soulmate kind of feeling, isn't it? And I am supporting me on a higher level. My soulmate is me. If you feel that's what you want to do, okay? It's up to you entirely. So basically, I think the cat's going to jump up here. No, she's not. So have fun with that. Have fun with the idea of that this person, you and this person are going to get together and support each other. Beautiful. In a very healthy way. So I hope that's been fun. It is necessary to feel those feelings of comfort, support when we're going through changes and when we're, got holiday things coming up and family events, and you might be feeling a little bit lost or lonely or lacking in some of those feelings that I just mentioned. So if you can give it to yourself, then that is the easiest, most rewarding, satisfying, wise thing to do. It keeps your emotional balloon high, as I talk about all the time. So this will help you to achieve that. And it literally does help those physical areas I mentioned, your immune system and your third eye area here. So this should all work a bit better once you've done this exercise. Okay? Right, next Nan Talk I'm going to do is going to be about grief. Because you might think that's a bit of a harsh subject, hard, but it isn't. It's about how we're going to connect to somebody that we need to connect to, that's not here anymore, or someone that's left us, and how we can have that support and feeling from them, even when they're not here. So that's going to be my next one. That's grief bench. This is where you imagine you're sitting with them. Okay. So anyway, that's for next time. In the meantime, I hope you can look at Be Your Own Cake and the one I love is, which is really good. Cat's going to jump up here. So try and look at those. They link beautifully with today's soulmate connection. So I do hope that you enjoy those and that you have some fun connecting. Okay, let me know how you get on with it. It's good for you for so many reasons. So just, feed yourself that love, that connection, that comfort, that warmth that you need in your heart chakra. Okay, cleans it all up as well. Right, namaste moment. I will see you next week, and enjoy your whole week. Enjoy the season, the time of having a good time with your friends and family, parties, things that you allow yourself to have. That's also very important. Okay, Christmas coming up. I shall see you soon. Take care. Lots of love to everybody listening, and please share this. Bye everyone.